What's good, YouTube fight fans all over the world? Real Talk Boxing, back at you again. Today is a special video, y'all. Probably going to be one of my favorite. Definitely. Because now we're talking about Chris Byrd. Now, I know what a lot of y'all are saying. Who in the world is Chris Byrd? Well, if you're a true boxing fan, you know who Chris Byrd is. Chris Byrd says, at age 50, he wants to come back and get into title contention again. I'm not sure how serious he is about it. I'm hoping he's not. But I'm going to give you a little history on Chris Byrd and how big of a fan I am of him. Now, the first time I seen Chris Byrd fight was back in 1996, 97. I was 17, 18 years old, senior in high school. A little bit of history on Chris Byrd. He was an Olympic silver medalist at 165 pounds from Flint, Michigan. He was trained by his father. His father and his mother always accompanied him to the ring and was in his corner every single fight that I know of. Chris Byrd said that after he won the silver medal, nobody wanted him. He couldn't get any promoters to bite anything. So he moved up to heavyweight thinking someone would look at him then. Still, no one wanted to look at him. Chris Byrd's style was very, very elusive. He could literally stand right in front of you with his back against the ropes and make you miss. He said that's a testament to his father's training. He said that he would have them fight in an insanely small ring. I'm not sure of the ring size, but he said it was crazy small. And that led to him having a slick, elusive style. Not only him, but his whole family, because he had brothers and one sister that fought professionally. So it's a boxing family. Chris Byrd said that his first two professional fights, he didn't get paid not one red cent. 1 red cent. And they finally got someone to sponsor him. And things started looking better for Chris Byrd. Now, if you don't know Chris Byrd's record or his accolades or his achievements, he's a former IBF WBO heavyweight champion. He's fought the likes of Vitaly Klitschko, Evander Holyfield, Andrew Galata, Alexander Povetkin, Jamil Big Time McCline, and a lot of others. And a lot of those guys he actually beat. Chris Byrd was very, very underrated, and a lot of people didn't like his fighting style. I, for one, loved it. Because when I seen him fight, the first fight I seen him fight against Byrd Cooper. Byrd Cooper. A lot of people don't even know who that is. Byrd Cooper almost upset Evander Holyfield. And Evander Holyfield's very first title defense after he knocked out Buster Douglas. That's who Byrd Cooper is. And he ended up beating Byrd Cooper. And at the time, back in 96, 97, the only other fighters that I knew was Roy Jones, Mike Tyson, and Muhammad Ali. And I saw Chris Byrd, and I've never seen anyone be so elusive, be so frustrating in the ring. He would fight much bigger guys because Chris Byrd was a very small heavyweight. He would weigh in at 205, 210, sometimes 215. But he was so masterful in the ring. He was so homed in on his craft, it was crazy. Slick movement, counter punching, very, very fast hands. He wasn't a very hard puncher. And if you question Chris Byrd's heart, I want you to go and watch him when he fought Alexander Povetkin. Now, Alexander Povetkin was a very young, ferocious fighter then. And Chris Byrd displayed crazy, mad heart in that fight. It went 11 rounds. Chris Byrd's corner threw in the towel. But Chris Byrd was game, and the fight was very, very competitive. So go check that fight out if you question Chris Byrd's heart. Now, Chris Byrd says that he's wanted to come back and not be a heavyweight champion, but guess what? A middleweight champion. He's gotten all the way back down to 165 pounds. Now, there's a lot of things that went on in Chris Byrd's retirement. Chris Byrd had a lot of things stacked against him, y'all. He had to have hip replacement. He had nerve damage in one of his legs. He had to have both shoulders had to have surgery. He said he got fat, bloated. He said he was unhealthy. He was walking on crutches. He was walking on a cane. And he said he was in a very, very depressive moment and a depressive time. He said he was actually suicidal. And that really surprised me because I know that Chris Byrd is a God-fearing man. But he's still flesh. Doesn't whether you believe or not, you're still flesh. Sometimes life deals you cards you don't know how to play with, man. You don't know how to do anything. You don't know how to do nothing. You don't know how to approach it. You have no idea how to deal with the situation that life brings to you sometimes. Life is the toughest son of a gun ever. Nobody on this earth is tougher. Nobody. And that's what Chris Byrd dealt with. In 2008, Chris Byrd was inducted into the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. And I encourage you guys to go watch that heartfelt, emotional, and very, very funny, I might add, speech that he gave at his induction. He said if it wasn't for his brother, his family, if it wasn't for his cousin, Layman Brewster, if it wasn't for Let's Go Champ, Shannon Briggs, he said Shannon Briggs introduced me to cannabis. He said I couldn't take prescription drugs, so I had to smoke weed. He said, man, it made my hips feel so much better. And he said, I'm not a smoker, drinker, any of that. I've never done a drug in my life, but he said I had to take it. And he said, man, I'm glad he introduced me to it. And he also said Shane Mosley played a big part in getting him back together. He said these people saved his life. He said because he was on a downward spiral, man. He said he was depressed and he just didn't want to be around no more. And it breaks my heart. But when I see fighters at an older age get back up, start getting in shape, start getting that fire and that beast back in them, man, I love it. But you have to be careful. Because when you're a fighter, you think you can do it again. Chris Byrd is back down to 165 pounds. He looks immaculate. He looks great. Back to the size where he was an amateur, man. And he says he wants to be a middleweight champion. I hope he's not serious when he says that, because it would break my heart to see Chris Byrd get hurt or knocked out. I have nothing but respect for Chris Byrd, for what he's done in the ring and what he's accomplished and overcome outside of the ring. It's Mike Tyson's fault, y'all, that these old fighters want to get back in shape and get back into the ring, man. And I think it's a good thing. I really do. Because it's inspired me to get in better shape. My eating habits have changed dramatically, y'all. I'm trying to drop a lot of weight. And as a matter of fact, I'm not going to be putting up any full-bodied images of myself for at least 3 months. This is all you're going to see from here up. Because I'm trying to make a dramatic change myself. Not only to look better and feel better for health-wise. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all watch out for that. So Chris Byrd, I commend you, brother. I love you. I respect you. I'm a huge fan, and I still am. Since 1996 all the way to 2020. I still know who you is, homie. And I still admire what you do. But I really hope for his sake, that he's not talking about actually getting back in the ring with these young killers. I really don't. But, as you can see, the man's in better shape. He's looking good. And he's happy to be alive. And that's all that counts for me. What's your comment on this? Do you even know Chris Byrd? What do you think about his comment? What do you think about how he looks on the bag and physically? Leave your comment below. Let me know. As always, respect all. Fear none. God bless. Real Talk Boxing, baby. We gone.